Good Financial Friday morning to you. I hope you're having a glorious day. For today's Financial Friday video, I'm going to discuss a topic that I don't think any financial advisor would ever agree with my stance on, and that topic is retirement and saving for retirement. This one's going to be a doozy. Hopefully that little attention grabber got you, because right now you're probably thinking, what could he possibly think about retirement that's so different from what all financial advisors would think, and probably most people? Well, I'll explain that to you right now. At 65, this is my goal. At 65, when everyone else is counting down the days until they can leave the job that they hate to live off of 401k and Social Security, I'm hoping to be doing exactly what I want to do for a living and with no intentions to ever stop. And what I want to do for a living, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, please go back and watch that. That video is a very personal one and explains my future as I want it to go and how I'm going to get there. But what I would love to be doing is making YouTube videos for a living, being an online content creator, and becoming a Lego artist. It's a far-fetched dream, but it's something that I think I can make happen. And right now, I'm going on 32 years old, starting from basically nothing, and my goal is to build and build and build through making videos, not only on this channel, but making videos on my Lego channel, and building that into something that at 65, I have no plans to ever stop doing, and I just want to keep doing what I love to do until I pass away. I mean, it's as simple as that. People that retire, in my opinion, are people that don't like what they do. When you are trying to work and work and work and save, doing something that you maybe don't like, maybe you love doing it, but when you stop, that's when you stop. Things change. I want to keep doing what I want to do and what I love to do for my entire life. And I'll lay that out a little bit right now. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, what I want to do for a living, that's to make money, is I want to have a online video place where I make Lego videos. I want to make my own Lego designs, which is my most important thing that I want to do financially right now. And I want to have a membership site. I want to do all these things where I can make a living working from home, being creative in a space that I've had a passion in for a large part of my life, and then combine that with my other passion, which is this way right now, video making. I want to do that for a living. That's not what I want to do for a life. That's what I want to do for a living. What I want to do for a life, which is something that's very different, and I'll get into that right now. What I want to do for a life, and this is my long-term goal. This is something that I definitely think is going to happen, but it's something that I'm going to document on this channel, and that is I want to save up enough money that I can buy a nice property, not necessarily a nice house, but a nice property with some good land, and I want to raise animals on that. I want to have, my dog, my cat, my chickens. I want to raise dairy goats. That's a long-term goal of mine. I want to have a potbelly pig. I want to do all of this stuff with animals because that's my other true passion, is making videos, documenting my life, and I think that could be an amazing thing here. So making a living and making a life are two very different things. Making a living, I want to be a Lego artist. Making a life, I want to be an animal caretaker and document my life here on YouTube. Two things that are very close together, but still very different with two different audiences, and it's going to be tough to manage that, and I'm really looking forward to the future. But back to retirement. If I am successful in doing these things that I've outlined to you, I have no plans to ever retire. So in my opinion, there's no reason to save for retirement. That's not to say that I'm not saving right now, but I'm only doing it for one reason. I have a 401k because my company matches my contribution up to 4%. So of course, I take 4% of my pay and I put that into my 401k just for the fact that it's like doubling my money, because I put 4% in, they put 4% in. Am I gonna hold on to that until retirement? Probably, because I don't really need that money right now. I think right now I have about $35,000 in retirement, and at 32, it's okay. I'm not going to be a millionaire when I retire from it, but it would make a living that would be comparable to how I'm living now at 68 or whatever age I can retire at. I know they always keep raising it up, but again, I don't plan to retire. I want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to be happy enough that I don't need to rely on working my whole days at a slave job or doing something that you don't really love in order to just count down the days to 65 so I can finally get out and do what I want to do. Why not do what you want to do right now? It's backwards. The system is backwards. They want you to do what you don't want to do now, so someday, maybe, with no guarantees. I mean, look at my dad's situation. He didn't make it to 65. Will I make it to 65? I don't know. But why am I planning for something that may never happen? Why not do what I want to do now? And that's what my focus is going to be, and that's where I'm taking this channel here in the coming days, months, years, decades. And one last thing, this is the one thing that I thought of that I haven't mentioned yet, and I'm going to wrap this up right after this. At 65, I don't think I'm going to have any want for money. At that point, I'm not going to have any liabilities, which I really don't now, except for a small mortgage in this house. But if I do get another big property with acreage, that may change. But at 65, I should be, I think that's going to be a point where I've never been more successful in doing what I'm doing, because this whole online video thing and building an online following, and it builds and builds on itself. So even if you do something that's not amazing, with time and pressure, if you just keep doing something and grinding, just I've seen that in 5 years on this channel. This channel, it's not huge, but it's something that I've been passionate about and I've continued pushing forward on, and it's now growing into something really, really special, and I think that's awesome. So I think I can do the same thing in almost anything that I go into. Time and pressure will get you to your goals, and that's how I'm going to live my life, and that's what I plan to do. So I thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Sorry for this rambly video. I don't do any scripts or anything like that. I'm not going to do any editing on this. It just is what it is. So that's my thoughts on retirement. You can leave me a comment. Disagree with me. I'm sure, like I said, pretty much everyone does, but that's how I feel, and that's what I'm going to do for retirement. Exactly what I want to do and what I'm doing right now.